Yeah, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Un saluto a tutti.
What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated and locked into Juventus. It is the first match day of the 24-25 season for Juve, obviously set to square off against Como. The lineups are out, and oh my god, everybody, all right? Wild man from the get-go when it comes to Thiago Motta, right? You see the graphic on your screen, okay? We're going to go over this together. Di Gregorio, Cambiaso, Bremer, Gatti. Gatti gets the captain's armband, all right? Cabal starting, so Danilo sits. In the middle, Kefren Turam and Locatelli. You have Weah, Mbangula, Yildiz, and Vlahovic. So he is opting not with the 4-1-4-1 that was expected. He is going 4-2-3-1. So will Yildiz be in fact that number 10? It looks like he is. Not just going to be wearing the 10, but playing the 10 role. Weah and Mbangula on the wings, Vlahovic ahead of them, and then you've got your two base pivot midfielders in Thuram and Locatelli. For me, Douglas Luiz is our best player, all right? It's a shock to not see him on this lineup, everybody, all right? We're going to take a second, say what's up to everybody in the chat. First of all, big shout out to Shatterstar, who joins the AJC Army officially. Thank you. Doing that by becoming a member. You have to join through a desktop, but yeah, we're going to get into this, and I'm going to take a chance and say what's up to everybody. Black Mamba wasted no time. Where is Douglas Luiz? All right, yeah, I mean, we're all looking for him here. It's pretty wild. This is a joke, stated by Black Mamba 17. Let's see how it's going to play out. But Mbangula is a winger, and Yildiz gets the 10. Big ass for him there. All right. Ciao, Lucas. Ciao, Opa. Hello. Happy to do this on the first match day of the 24-25 season, but this is not what we had expected. Obviously, for those of you who were with us live this morning for the pregame show, 4-1-4-1 was expected, and definitely not seeing Luiz starting from the bench. But hey, it is Como, newly promoted side. In the preseasons, we needed goals. Maybe you felt that Mbangula's going to be dangerous and Yildiz getting the 10 role rather than playing off the wing. Hopefully suited more to him. But Douglas Luiz has shown a lot in preseason, and like we all noticed it, he easily walks into the squad. It's a wild one. At the back, no Danilo. It's not the craziest decision there, okay? It isn't the craziest. Cabal has been definitely okay through the preseason games. He's got a little bit something to his game that is a little bit different from the others. We're going to take the lineup graphic down for a bit. We will get into it again later on. It's just, I think, that shock value, but we got to get used to what Motta's going to do. We're far from Thiago Motta figuring out his formula, so to speak. So guys are going to get a shot, and I think that we're going to see healthy rotation, even just with how many competitions we are going to spread out through this season. So the first one, let's see what happens. He's got a skinny lineup as well when we went over the squad list, all right? So for midfielders, there's not a whole bunch sitting on the bench. Defenders, he's got a lot in coverage, but some very, very green prospects there in terms of Savona and even Rauhi. So it's not that crazy. Maybe he wants him later on in the game. Fagioli still also available. Maybe it's more a matter of spreading out those subs across the midfield because of a thin squad list going into this game and utilizing another forward when Yildiz can play as a 10. That would be my guess. But again, yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Maybe he'll speak to it after the game in the post-match presser, all right? As far as the captaincy with Gatti, that one's a surprise. Especially if Locatelli's in the lineup. I would have expected Locatelli to get it, but Gatti gets the captaincy armband. Hey, Wild stuff to kick things off. Never a dull moment around Juve, all right? So let's see what ends up going down. As far as the news circulating since today's morning show, we've got apparently the agreement between all parties involved with Kalulu to Juventus is now extremely close, according to Fabrizio Romano, and we are almost there at this thing getting finalized. This morning, early on, there was a lot of confusion. Some sources saying he had not given his yes, other sources stating that he was unsure, some saying it was done. We just wait. For me personally, it is what it is. I'm not crazy over this Kalulu move. There's definitely other targets I would have went after first, especially the way that he's acting. But yeah, we'll see what happens. For Thiago Giallo, Roma. Okay, the terms are a loan with an option to buy for 7 million euros plus 2 million in bonuses and a percentage between 10 and 15% on a future sell-on clause, all right? The player wants to leave, and there will be updates in the coming hours. Well, we will see on that one. That one definitely not playing out the way I would have expected, okay? But yeah, those ones are the ones picking up some steam around the news today. Giallo and Kalulu. So Kalulu close and Giallo pushing, and Roma at the table for him. In terms of everything else, no updates. I'm getting a ton of messages and everything as far as what's going on with coal miners. Look, as stated this morning, the latest is from Mbangula that we were going to see an update today after today's match. I'll believe it when I see it. All right? Believe it when I see it. So we'll see. Kalulu makes me sad. We're just really making him out to be something. I just hate how this one's starting off. You know, it's taken you this long to be convinced. You need to be convinced this badly. So much assurance. He's making me feel a severe lack of confidence. And he's just, I don't know. I'm not liking it, okay? I'm not liking it. Where do I watch the game? If you're talking about feeds over here in Canada, it'll be Fubo. It'll be Fubo where I'm watching the game, all right? Atalanta leading 4-0 from Swarit here. Well, you know what? If that's the case, good. And it is. They've won 4-0. Hey, make it happen. And Brescianini, the new man in the midfield, getting on the score sheet, all right, twice for Atalanta. Beautiful. Now send us Cope, all right? Send us Cope Miners, your new man bagging two, and you got some Ardzic coming into the fold. Stop being pricks. Let's go, Atalanta, all right? Nick Tomasella coming here. Why is Douglas Luiz not starting? Hey, you know what? The only way I can personally make sense of it, looking at this one, is how skinny the squad list is. And like I just stated, he's got more coverage in the attack, a little bit more coverage in the attack. Probably felt it'd be a better route to move that way. Play Yildiz as a 10, utilize two wingers in Wea and Mbangula, and you can always shift Yildiz over once making a sub and introduce that extra midfielder. As really for coverage in midfield, it'll be Fagioli and Douglas Luiz. That's my guess, all right? Outside of that, nothing else, all right? Nothing else. Dan coming in here. Ciao, Alberto. Ciao, Dan. What do I think about the rumors of Locatelli being linked to Tottenham? I think personally now is not the time. I've always stated, based on the trajectory, the past 3 years, etc., this is make or break for Locatelli. I think it's far too late in the Mercato to give ourselves another midfielder to pick up. You've got Gavilia on his way out, Medetti on his way out, McKennie reintegrated. Now's not the time. All right? We decide after this year with Locatelli, and I still will die on this hill that I think he has a good season for Juventus, okay? Yo, I'm coming in here. Are you sad Chiesa leaving after all he's done for us? Because I am, to be honest. I'm sad about the story. I'm sad about what the expectations were, what we all wanted to see out of it. But for me, I've said goodbye to Zidane. I've said goodbye to Roberto Baggio, who when I was young was my guy right before Del Piero, but then I got excited about Del Piero. There will always be another in line. The one thing that remains is always Juventus. Club over any and all players. Maybe the new number 10, Kenan Yildiz, can become that player that we get excited about and being one of our young talents that we actually cultivate. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Andrew Juve coming in here. Here we go. Let's go. Game days. Oh my God. Did I miss the game days? All right. Oh, I missed them so much, you guys. And the preseason, it's not the same. Not the same. You don't get those jitters. You don't get that feeling. All right. But today, oh yeah, little bit of nerves setting in, and that's mostly for me just around the offense. Again, we went through predictions today. Everybody feeling a little bit differently, but look at what's happened in the first round of action in Serie A. Preseason means nothing, and we were saying that the whole way through. Milan came out of preseason looking amazing. They looked like crap against Torino, okay, and they had to do everything in their power to get into this draw with Torino. So for us, hopefully it's the opposite as well, because then it'll mean goals, and we need goals, all right? So let's see what goes down today. I'm just getting my feed set up so that we can get in there. Juve Como, Fubo TV, classic old Fubo, all right? And my God, over the weekend, some of the announcers that Fubo uses, I don't know where they find these guys, all right? I don't know. And Swarit watching, because I can't watch the game there. Well, I feel for you, but I'll do my best to provide some commentary that leaves you feeling like you are actually watching it, okay? I'll do my absolute best for you, my friend. And again, just looking at the socials with some of the reactions there on Douglas Luiz, and it's, yeah, everyone pretty confused about it. But that's the only way I could make sense of it. We'll see what goes down. I am absolutely jacked, though. I'm going to get our feed on the line as well so that we can give you some stats updates as we watch this one. So Atalanta coming out with a big win there. Yeah, as far as Como goes, no surprises really with what they're doing in their lineup. I think there was one name on there that was opposite of what we went through the predictions today. Good old Pepe Reina in goal for Como. Remember what Omer said on today's show? Always trust in a Pepe Reina mistake allowing a goal, all right? So who's confident in taking that bet? Let me know in the comments, all right? Pepe Reina in goal. You got Goldaniga on the right, Sala, Barbas, your two center backs, Moreno on the left. You've got Strefezza, Bronoder, and Baselli and Cunha in the middle. Cutrone and Belotti up top. So they've a slight switch. Expected 4-2-3-1. It's actually going to end up being more of a 4-4-2 from Como, all right? And, of course, they're coached by Cesc Fabregas. We're all aware there. Some familiar names, too, around Como. Backup goalkeeper, Emil Odero. Once upon a time, Juve's property. Alberto Cherry. Once upon a time, Juve's property, all right? So, yeah, some familiar names around there. For us, as stated on the bench, McKennie, Fagioli, Luiz. 3 guys in coverage in the midfield. And then you've got Savona, Rui, Danilo. And out for this one off the list and everything, Milik as he gets back to shape, and Miretti as well out. But Miretti, all signs pointing to him heading to Genoa. All right. So excited for the first game of the season. Hell yeah. And Skippy, yes, great that they won. Great that their new man, Brescianini, bagged a brace. Send him over. What are we waiting for? Do it right now. Now, prediction time. I'm going to go over the panel's predictions. All right, you guys know how we do it here on the AJC. Final score, 2 tiebreakers. All right, so for Anthony Scanga, it was 3-1 victory. He says 1-1 at halftime, but Vlahovic, Luiz, and Weah are the goal scorers. Omar says 4-0 with a Juve player bagging a brace, okay? My prediction, I was going to say 3-1. I don't believe we'll keep the clean sheet, but I can't go the same as Ganga. You guys know that's just bad omen for me, all right? So we don't do the same. 3-0. First goal scorer of the 24-25 season. Who do you believe it's going to be? My call is Gleison Bremer. But I was thinking Luis was going to be in the game, and it was going to be off one of his beautiful set pieces. This might change things, but I'll stick with my prediction. Bremer gets the first goal of the 24-25 season for Juventus. 3-0 victory. Let's see what you all have for your predictions. 2-0 Juve. Let's go. Gugino Eddie going with a 2-2 draw. A lot of draws out there, actually. 2-0 Juve. 3-0. 3-0. A couple 3-0s back-to-back. Another 2-0. 3-1. And a header from Danilo. Okay. Dusan is the first goal scorer 24-25 season being called there. Animesh coming in here. 1-0 Cortomuso. Oh, yeah. 7-0. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I would absolutely lose it. 4-1. We got Jamie saying that Locatelli will be the first goal scorer of the 24-25 season. We've got Weah as the first goal scorer. Dusan second. Thuram the first goal. 3-1 Dusan, Weah, and Luis. That is exactly what Mr. Skanga predicted. Milan goal coming in here. 2-0 Juve. 3-1. 3-1. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. 3-1. 3-1 seems very, very popular. A lot of 2-0s, a lot of 3-0s. There are some draws being thrown out there as well. I went over some of the numbers heading into this match today on our show as far as some key numbers. Now, Como, oddly enough, team you wouldn't expect, have drawn more matches against Juventus in Serie A than any other side. 10 draws out of the 26 matches where they have faced Juventus, okay? Juve and Como will face each other on the opening day of a Serie A campaign for the first time since the 88-89 season, where Juve secured a 3-0 victory. Will history be in our favor again and hit my scoreline on the predictions? Let's see. Let's see. Juve have won more matches on match day 1 of Serie A than any other side in history, with a total of 59 victories. All right, and this includes 7 wins across their last 8 opening day matches. Como returned to Serie A this season for the first time in 21 years. Exactly 7,758 days since their last match in Italy's top flight, which would have been May 24th, 2003, where they beat Torino 1-0. All right, so those are some of the key stats heading into this one, everybody. Oh my God, I'm fired up. I want this thing just to get going. We're about 10 minutes from kickoff. Oh yeah. And again, lineup for those of you who might have just popped in, I'll pull it up here for you all to take a look at, okay? So there it is. There is your starting lineup. By the way, Save the Children will be the sponsor on the shirts. It is listed as a temporary sponsor, all right, until things are sorted out. Another piece of business news that the club has been criticized for is that the season is beginning and we still haven't sorted out a sponsor and found a sponsor. Number 1, Save the Children. Great cause. Very nice to see that on the front of the kit. And it actually doesn't look that bad, as you see on Dusan there. Doesn't look bad. As far as your lineup, Di Gregorio, Cambiaso, Bremer, Gatti, your captain, Cabal, Thuram, Locatelli, your 2 midfielders, Weah, Mbangula, Yildiz, Vlahovic, all up top. All right, so let's see. What do I think of Mbangula starting? I will say this. In the preseason games, he definitely looks a lot stronger and a much different player playing on the left side. So with Weah Weah looks great on the right side so far in preseason, but I'm not going to be fooled so quickly with Weah. Like last year, I remember how strong he looked in preseason, and it didn't amount to much in the season. So we are going to keep tabs on Weah, but he has looked promising, okay? Mbangula on the left, I think he'll do just fine on the left side. Yildiz as the 10, I'm really going to have eyes on Yildiz throughout this season because I felt I had some doubts about leaning on him so much through a season where we're going to have a lot of games. But the time has come for him to step up. The team has given him everything. They've given him the 10. They've given him a renewal. It's all up to him now. There's a lot of games where Yildiz starts where, in my personal opinion, there's a lot of ghosting. He's not getting involved a lot or a ton, but things have changed. The midfield should help him, and the way Mota plays, staying high. As a 10, it's more suited to him staying central, I feel, than playing out on a wing. I know he plays out on the wing for his national side, but I just feel like he's built for that 10 spot. Let's see how he can hold up and how he can do. But for me personally, I still would have started Douglas Luiz, gone after this thing, guns blazing, and played Yildiz off the wing. But Mbangula, on the left, he had a very promising showing. On the right, he didn't look anywhere near the same player in his second preseason game with us. So let's see. I'm okay with it overall. I think I could kind of make sense of what Thiago Motta's doing, but ultimately, it doesn't really matter. The guys that are out there are going to have to deliver. So let's see. My feed is just going into the stadium there. A great energy. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but for me, no matter what happens with the feelings on the mercado and some frustrations in landing some targets and whatnot, I am extremely excited for this season. I am trusting the process. I am going to be patient with it, all right? But I think, honestly, we are setting things up properly moving forward, all right? And I think all the steps that we're doing are steps that were necessary. We had to bite the bullet. We had to jump on the grenade and get this cleaning of the house, so to speak, and just get rid of the guys that, don't have a project here, aren't part of it, and we just need to move forward, all right? Let's see. Looks like a nice light show. Hope the play will be good too. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. I think we are going to control this game. My adrenaline is pumping. I miss this feeling so much. I love the match day feelings. And you know what I can't wait for? That return to Champions League football, everybody, all right? I just can't wait for the anticipation, the excitement around those games as well. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Thiago Motta coming out, rocking the suit for this one. Handshakes with the staff on his way out. He looks very intense, looks very, very serious there. As his staff looking a little more lighthearted than he's at right now. Gatti set to guide us out there with the captain's armband. Mamma mia, mamma mia. What do we think of those Juve anthem jackets there? Pretty plain, but the Juventus across the back with that arc on the font. Decent. Decent. I'm an easy sell, everybody. You guys know that, all right? Very, very easy sell for me. Fans already seem to be buzzing. Everybody excited for what's to come here. Kefren Taram got better and better through the preseason games, all right? And I expect great stuff from him this season. He got better and better through those preseason games. Dusan Vlahovic should have had a couple definitely in the last preseason game, but for him, he's got to stop hitting mental ruts, as I call them, because I feel it. I feel it watching him. I would love to see him get on the score sheet in match 1. He is also notorious for hot starts. Hopefully that continues into the season, and hopefully he could keep it rolling and be consistent for us, all right? Let's see. Jeff with an X, much appreciated for the super chat. All right, super chat is enabled for anybody who chooses to support us in that way. The other ways also are our merch line. And of course, just simply liking the video, sharing the content. We appreciate all the support. I see a 3-1 win. Let's kick some ass, Forza Juve. Love it. Love it. Let's go, everybody. Bellotti, remember when he was supposed to be the next big thing? Even Cutrone, his partner. 2 guys that were ready to be this next big thing in Italy for strikers. Here we are. Years later, they find themselves with newly promoted Como. Fubo, ramping up their graphics a little bit. That's a little sharper. So just as expected, Locatelli, Thuram, your pivots. Yildiz in the 10 role. Mbangula on the left, Weah on the right. Vlahovic up top. Bremer and Gatti, your center back pairings. Bremer will be on the right. Gatti on the left. Cabal next to him. And Cambiaso on the right. Thoughts on Gatti as captain? I'm surprised. Definitely thought it was going to be Manuel Locatelli. I am surprised. Ultimately, hey, Motta's decision here. Motta's decision. It's always interesting when a new manager comes in and you wonder sometimes if it's worth a team vote sometimes. Let them decide who the captain should be. But a little bit of a bold statement there for sure. Even with Gatti as captain, even benching Danilo. We all went through it at the beginning and saying we would have started Danilo. But hey, let's see how it plays out. Motta's not afraid to make the calls he wants to make. We got a young lady here coming out here, presenting the players with the captain's armband. That's kind of cool. That's a cool moment. Get in there for the photos as well. Cool moment for the kids. It's all about the kids. Oh, listen to that chant. Let's go. We got the coin toss. You got Pepe Reina, Di Gregorio. Let's go, everybody. I am ready. Marcenaro, the referee. Anthony went over his stats this morning. My word. He's dished out a lot of PKs and cards in like 26 top flight matches or something like that. Be interesting. I honestly think we're going to be controlling this game. I don't expect too much in terms of controversy. I don't expect too much in terms of cards or calls or him really being a factor. And hopefully he is not. Hopefully he is not. There we land. Oh, yeah. That guy picking up some steam there, that youngster. Here we go, baby. Omer, did he? Yeah, did Juve win the coin toss? That was one of his tie breaks. That's hilarious. Arash bringing it up there. He's got one. Get ready for the kickoff, everybody. There it is. The 24-25 season kicks off. Let's go, everybody. Eka coming in here with a super chat. Much appreciated. New season, match 1. Let's fucking go. Come on, baby. Como with the ball. Kicking things off. Getting it to the back. Playing it up to the flank here. And again, just going to the back there. Goldaniga on it right now. Inside to the middle for Baselli. Just being watched by Vlahovic. He distributes to his left now. Como making a move up the left flank. Cut out. Weah immediately finds Vlahovic. Drops it back for Locatelli. Locatelli carrying it in here. Now slipping it through to Cabal. Cabal's got a lot of space ahead of him. Moving forward here. Oh, trying to play one in for Vlahovic. It was a poor pass in. Played back to Reina. He's only going to be able to go route one. Cabal intervenes there, but misses Thuram on the header. Now Como back in possession. In the middle, De Cunha. Launching this one forward. Bremer heads it back in the middle towards Cabal, and a little poke to Cambiaso. Cambiaso inside for Locatelli. Locatelli moving it forward, scanning. And now playing it out to Mbangula. He's got space to move forward now. Moving up that line slowly, slowing it up. And going to go back. Kefren Thuram now. Over to Gatti. And Gatti's actually going to be playing the right side, not the way the graphics listed as him on the left. Bremer is on the left. Inside for Locatelli. Back to Thuram and again out to Bremer. Now Bremer going route one. Looking for Weah. Settles. Is he going to take his man on? Here he goes. Taking him on. Oh, low ball in. Just cleared. Locatelli heads it back in towards Weah. Weah heads it down for Cambiaso. Juve in possession just outside the area. Locatelli inside now. Yildiz slides it back out for Cabal. Now over to Mbangula. He's got 1v1 initiated. Here comes the double team. Plays it back out. Cabal. Good control here from Juventus. Yildiz dropping out. Finding Bremer. Now over to Gatti. Missed touch there from Gatti. Has to go back to Bremer. Bremer now with a feint. Out to the wing for Mbangula. Plays it forward. Yildiz. Inside for Thuram. Got a little bit of space to move forward. Oh, he's going to launch this one for Weah. He settles it. He's got a lot of space there. Oh, cross in. Can't get it over that first defender. Gatti on it now. Inside for Weah. Oh, yeah. Oh, just trying to play a quick little 1-2 there with Cambiaso. Great movement. Great urgency. Great tempo. We're only 3 minutes in, okay? But I like it so far. Let's go. Good start. Absolutely. Looks good. Very positive. Gatti. Back to Bremer. Inside for Thuram. Back to Bremer. Over to Gatti. Scanning. Up the flank for Weah. Ooh, tried a little cheeky back heel. Nothing doing. Locatelli comes in to clean things up. Baselli on it now after the throw in for Como. Branoder. Over to the wing there. Strefezza. Dropping it back. Como, very slow now, just trying to retain a little bit of possession. All the way to the back there. Salah there. Goes back to Badaba. Has to go back to Pepe Reina. 4 minutes, 10 seconds in here, everybody. 0-0. Absolutely no pressure towards Pepe Reina. Everybody just standing watching. Reina's making directions. Nothing's happening right now. Finally moves the ball to Baselli in the middle. Pressure all over him. Oh, foul on Yildiz. Oh, baby. What a moment if he strips that there and walks in cleanly. Woo! That place would erupt. The new 10. Como restarts. Goldaniga played it forward. Now inside for Baselli. Always through Baselli in the middle for Como. Playing it up the side. Brutal handling there from Moreno. Gets it all wrong. Goes out. It's going to be Juve's throw. Cabal now. Quickly takes it in. And now Cabal launching this one. Looking Vlahovic's way. Beautiful chest down. That's a foul as well. Great work there from Vlahovic. Being that target. Got to give Barba and make his hands full there, Dushan. Keep it up. Let's go. Locatelli restarts us over to Gatti. Now out on the wing for Weah. He's going to cut inside. Over to Gatti. Gatti's going to go back for Di Gregorio. He's got Bremer easily to his left. We'll play it to him. Bremer has some space to look forward. On the carpet, over for Mbangula. Cuts inside. Goes back to Bremer. Bremer now. Slotting it over for Gatti. There you go to the outside now. Cambiaso collects. And he goes inside the middle to Thuram. Thuram now lays it up for Bremer, who steps up to the halfway line. Ooh. Trying to find Yildiz out on that left flank, but the pass too far backwards from Bremer. Doesn't get that one right. It's going to be out for Como throw in. Come on. So many forward passes. This looks odd. This looks odd. Como with the throw in here. Maybe catching us off a little loose. Sala. Inside for Strefezza. Moreno. Bronoder. Barba. And now to the left flank for Sala. Being watched by Cambiaso. Push back. Barba back on it. And he can only go backwards. Bronoder again. Moving forward for Como. Scanning. It's going to go back to Barba. Baselli. Dropping way back to the halfway line to pick up for Como. Juve in this defensive shell right now. And a little bit of space. A little too much space out on the flank. Here's a good cross in. Handled by Juve. Weah now finding himself on it. Clearing this out. Vlahovic trying to keep coverage here. Yildiz heads this out to Cabal. Played forward from Mbangula. Back to Cabal. Oh, his touch then. Too far, and Como recovers. Baselli now. And Como finding some space. Sliding this out to the left. Moreno stepping forward again. Space out on that flank. Mbangula going out to close things down. Strefezza on it now. Back out. Moreno. And now they're enjoying their spell. Again, outside for Sala. Taking on Cambiaso. Beats him. But between Cambiaso and Thuram, they win it back. And there's the first yellow card of the match on a foul on Thuram late. And Juve will be able to recover the ball here and get back on the forward momentum. And yes, as we talked about on today's show, this is the trigger happy ref. Ton of cards, PKs, etc. in 26 top flight matches. Gatti's on it, going back to Di Gregorio. Over to Bremer. Has some space. Out to Cabal. Inside for Kefren Thuram. He'll just take a touch back to Bremer. Gatti. Inside for Cambiaso. Back outside to Bremer. Getting them moving. And Bremer again launching this one. Looking for Weah. Headed down. And Juve puts a press on. So they can launch at Route 1, but then it's all about the pressure after to regain. Try and get that ball possession further down if they're not finding anything on the ground. Here's Cabal. He's going to launch this one. Looking for Mbangula. He's got some wheels. But in the end, it's going to be shielded out for a goal kick there. Goldaniga working on Mbangula there. Cabal wasn't too far off from hitting him in stride there. Nice little forward attempt down that left flank. Cesc Fabregas yelling orders to D'Acunha on the bench there. 0-0, 10 minutes, 24 seconds in. Pepe Reina now really taking his sweet time at the back here every friggin' time. Little touch there on the goal kick. Back with Pepe Reina. And again, Juve just watching. Vlahovic will apply a little bit of pressure. They force him out to the right side. Moreno goes back to Pepe Reina. Put under here. Vlahovic applying a lot of pressure. And he goes route one. Cabal will get up for that one. And we'll head it down for Mbangula. Little touch inside to Thuram. Back out to Bremer. And Thuram doing battle there. Trying to come out with this one. Bremer's going to be involved in another battle here with Cutrone. Does well there. Cabal watching his man. And Locatelli comes in to help. It's going to go out. It's going to be Juventus throw. Kefren Thuram, a little quick to get rid of the ball. Could maybe settle on it a little bit more and take a look. Take a look. He's far more capable of what we're seeing so far, all right? I just want to see him get a little bit more involved on it. Strefezza now moving in. Here's a cross, deflected, headed out. Weah now going to watch Salah out on the left flank. He lets it run for a Como throw-in. And now throw-in. But it's going to be asked to go back out. So they redo the throw-in. Baselli now tries to cross that one in. Oh, Cabal. Not sure who he's looking at there on the clearance. Right along the ground. But it goes right back to Como. Baselli back on it. Weah pressures him to move the ball back to Barba, who now slides it over for Goldaniga. Back to Baselli. Stepping up to Salah out on the flank. Here's a cross coming in. Hits the back of Cambiaso. Falls for Baselli again. Again outside to Salah. And now back all the way to Barba. Weah watching Baselli now. Pushing him back. Cambiaso stepping forward on Salah there. Forcing him back to Baselli. Weah just running between the two right now. Strefezza. Bernauder. Strefezza. Cross coming in low and hard. Bremer misses it, but Cambiaso's there on the backside to settle. Thuram doesn't settle that one. Heads it. But luckily Locatelli there to pick it up. Now back to Thuram. Now he could drive forward. He's got space. Cambiaso wants it. He's got it. He's got Weah to the outside. Vlahovic inside. Outside to Weah. Overload to Cambiaso. Saves it inside. Keeps it in. Cross in. Oh, too close to the keeper. It looked like there was a window there for Cambiaso to hit Vlahovic. He opted out of that one. Vlahovic wanted it. He was right there. Freed up some space. It was a tight window for that pass, but looked like he had a window. Launched up there, and Gatti goes right through Belotti. I get immediate back pain and discomfort every time I see Belotti. Jesus. It's just, what a hunchback, man. My God. All right. Baselli again for Como. Always on it for Como. To Salah. Back to Baselli. Bernauder. Goldaniga to Moreno. And now over to Barba. Baselli just trying to free up some space to collect again. And there he is. Now to Salah. Now they try to go with a through ball. Thuram coming back. And he chews that up on De Cunha there. How is that not a call holding him too? Yildiz comes in, wins that header. Mbangula's on it here. You're getting closed down, kid. Just plays it forward. We're giving it away. This is not a good spot. Cross in, cleared. Cabal and Bremer both there. Mbangula, you got to recognize where you are, where the pressure's coming. That's not the spot to lose it. Decent little visiting sector, it looks like, for Como. They're trying to urge their men on. 15 minutes, 51 seconds here, 0-0. They're in possession. So much for Juve controlling, hey? 53% possession to Como there. Neither team with an attempt just yet. Baselli now. Over to Goldaniga. He's got some space. Yildiz closing him down. Mbangula now going to pressure Moreno. Has it into Bernauder. He's going to slide it out for Barba. Sala always hugging that left flank for Como. Now he gets it. Back to Barba, being pressed by Weah. Cambiaso applying pressure. Nobody in the middle to pick it up after Cambiaso's good solid tackle on Sala. Barba into Baselli again. That flank, we're giving that right flank space. Getting very narrow with the back four. And here it is. Bernauder, Cabal out there closing down. Moreno, Strefezza. Quick 1-2s inside to the middle, and Bremer comes out with it inside for Thuram. Little touch to Cabal. Back to Thuram. Inside now for Yildiz. And he earns a throw in there. Didn't want to take the chance with that tight through ball to Kefren Thuram ahead of him. Baselli's down right now. Says Fabregas might be calling for someone to get warmed up here. Let's see. That would be a big one. Right now, he's pulling all the strings for Como. Well. Let's take a look at the numbers here, everybody. %57% to 43% possession in favor of Como. Baselli moving to the sideline now where he'll get looked at before they make any decisions, all right? You've got 0 total attempts for either team, all right? As far as passes, 125 by Como to 96 for Juventus. 2 fouls each, 2 free kicks each. Very tight so far. Possession slightly in favor of Como. Now it's Juve's turn in possession through Gatti. Has Cambiaso to his right. Plays it to him. Cambiaso right back to Gatti. Has Bremer right next to him. Plays it to him. Feints to Cabal. Goes back to Gatti. Now out to Weah. Weah has some space here ahead of him. Back for Gatti. Again up for Weah. To Gatti. And he's got nowhere to go but back to Di Gregorio. Now over to Bremer. Over to Cabal. Back to Bremer. A little bit of pressure coming in now from Cutrone to Di Gregorio and now to Gatti. And Di Gregorio now launching it out to the side for Cabal. Finds him wonderfully. Inside for Yildiz. Yildiz on the carpet here for Cambiaso. And now we move. Ball in. Oh! Header from Vlahovic. Not far off. Good ball in from Cambiaso. Come on. Oh. My God, that didn't miss by much. That would have been a beauty to kick things off 24-25 season. Let's go. And yet again, some nonsense here on all these goal kicks. It looks like Baselli does need to leave the pitch for Como. And this is a big one for them because, like I said, literally pulling all the strings for Como so far. Maybe he's not leaving. I don't know. It looked like he was walking off. Yeah, they're getting somebody ready. Yeah, they're getting somebody ready. And here we go. Baselli will be leaving. Enter Engelhardt. 21 minutes, 17 seconds, 0-0. Let's go. Goal kick. Right back at it. Vlahovic forces Reina move out to his side. Ronaldo out to Goldaniga, being watched by Yildiz. Forced out to the right there. Mbangula a little late to apply true pressure there. And they're off to the races. Como with 3 passes there. After Cabal took a little bit of a dive in there, trying to win that. That's okay. We earn it back. Oh, Locatelli. Not the best of passes, but he recovers wonderfully. Weah. Oh, he forces it, but it still gets through to Mbangula. Have a hit, kid. Yes, Mbangula! Goal! Atta kid! Hey! Mbangula with the first one for Juve! Beautiful! Let's go! Oh my God, Weah gets so lucky on that cross ball, still finds an Mbangula, takes the man on, cuts inside, and puts it far post. 1-0 Juve. Beautiful. So we got lucky on 2 sequences on that goal. Locatelli made a very errant pass, cut out, but he did wonderfully to anticipate, win it back immediately, springing the counter. Weah finds Mbangula barely after a defender just couldn't cut off that pass. And then this is lovely. Out of the reach of the outstretched Pepe Reina. Mbangula! Woo! Mbangula for Juve and Vaffanculo Como. Come on, baby. 1-0. Yes. Let's go. Absolutely love it. 1-0 Juventus through the youngster. Get after it. Now, it's about the reaction. 1-0 leads Juventus. Let's see a different Juventus. Ooh, Cabal trying to win this one there. Taram coming in there trying to win this. Doesn't. It's going to be throw in for Como. Throw in for Como all the way back. Now to Barba. Moving up the left side. Just stepping into Juve's half. Sala there on the flank. Getting cut down quickly by Cambiaso. Weah applying pressure to Barba. He's got to go all the way back to Pepe Reina. Let's go, baby. 1-0 Juve. Through the youngster Mbangula with a beautiful goal. Rene launches this one, Reina, and it goes out the sideline. It's going to be a throw-in for Juventus. We got ourselves a cooling break here. Little cooling break. Oh, you know what? I forgot my water too. I usually got water. Oh, man. Skanga this morning trying to do his best to lock up that Cope Miners deal, rocking the Prime, saying his prediction was sponsored by Prime Drinks. God, you couldn't pay me to drink that stuff. To each their own. Show me that money from a sponsorship point of view. I'm cool with that. Look at this goal. Look at the confidence there, taking him on, and then boom, knowing when to have that hit. That is just beautiful. There was a lot of traffic there too. That's just amazing. Happy for the kid. Mbangula. That's going to be a trivia question. Years down the road there, who scored the opener 24-25 season. Mbangula 1-0. Love it. Absolutely love it. Wingers are playing with some freedom. It looks like the guys are set to take players on the outside. Cambiasso as well. Weah, very active. Yildiz has been moving a lot. He's been everywhere. He has been out on the flanks. He has been central. But again, this is something I said in the preseason that I'm really having eyes on is whoever plays in that 10 role, it feels like we don't get them involved enough and often enough through games. So I want to see that pick up and progress more, and especially with some of the guys that we're going to be having playing in there. Those are guys you have to get involved. So let's see if we can ramp that up. Cooling breaks over. Restarting. Yildiz is just manhandled there, earning the foul, and Juve can restart. Cambiasso trying to take it quick here. Here we go, Gatti. Oh, awful touch from Cambiasso there. Bernauder pressure by Weah. Barba pressure by Weah. But they make a couple quick passes to find their way out. But now sliding it over to Goldaniga. Moving up the right side for Como. Como on it. But still just inside their half. Knocking about across the back line. Goldaniga now sliding it over to Barba. He's going to just move inside Juve's half. Now out to the left flank for Sala. Push back to Barba. Vlahovic applying the pressure. Forced him all the way back to Pepe Reina. And Reina on it now. Over to Goldaniga. Barba to Goldaniga. Now outside Moreno. Out to Goldaniga. 28 minutes, 47 seconds. 1-0 Juventus. Sala trying to launch this one forward. Goes out. It's going to be Juventus throw. Locatelli watching it roll out there. Cambiasso scanning a long time here on this throw-in before having it in. Look at Vlahovic making that move, and they're off. And here's Mbangula again. Make it 2, brother. Let's go. Trying to slot this one ahead for Vlahovic, but nothing doing. Not quite hitting the mark there. Nice movement there from Vlahovic to literally spring us off a throw-in there. Here's a ball played forward. Gatti does well there to win this one. Guy draped on his back. Thuram's got some space to carry forward, but again, releases to Cabal very quickly. Thuram's been releasing the ball very quickly. Cabal misses Thuram now. Como back in possession, playing it out to the side there. Look at the rush from Weah there to help out, and then Gatti comes in and cleans up. Great backtracking there for Weah. And his pace comes in huge in situations like that. He tracked that man down so fast, making up a ton of ground. Como stepping up. Here's a cross in. Cambiasso Almost like he didn't expect it to get through the first challenge, but in the end, safely falling to Di Gregorio. Di Gregorio, not tested so far. Locatelli coming back to collect from Bremer. Playing it out to Gatti. Gatti now up for Cambiaso. Cambiaso scanning. Gatti. Into Thuram. Thuram back to Di Gregorio. It's got Bremer there to the left, and he'll play it to him. We have space to move out. One thing, playing from the back, we look way better than last year. It just looks way better. This looks a lot more organized, like they actually know exactly who they want to hit, how they want to hit them. Here's a 1-2 that gets away from Locatelli and Weah. Ball way too far ahead, not enough angle on it. Gatti easily sees this one through, and Bremer picks it up now, playing it out to Cabal. Thuram coming in to show for. Played out to the side for Mbangula. Comes in, collects, out to Bremer. Quick, oh my God, Cabal's getting loose here. He's getting loose here. That's two in quick succession. Gatti now is dragged out to the side against Salah. Overlapping run. That is a beautiful challenge from Locatelli. Beautiful follow, beautiful coverage, and what a challenge from Loca. Love it. And it goes off the Como player, and it'll be a goal kick for Juventus. That is beautiful work. But again, that little 1-2 up ahead where he misses Weah would have been big for us. Oh, look at Yildiz fighting, getting away, and that's a yellow, and he still goes. Yildiz showing tremendous strength on the ball there. Beautiful stuff. Another yellow card dished out to Como. Salah got the first, and now Engelhardt, who came in for Baselli, is also on a yellow card. So Cabal getting a little bit loose on a few passes, giving Como some opportunities to break. Outside of that, we have done well to neutralize them. So again, we just tone down those errors. We've made life tough for them to find a sniff of anything. Locatelli on it now. Back out for Cambiaso. Cambiaso flipping it out to the left side for Bremer. He's got space there. Now goes to Mbangula. Slows it down. Inside for Thuram. He looks forward. He's got options. And now finds Weah with a ton of space. There you go. Take him on. Take him on. Plays it out for Cambiaso. Little cross coming in. Back post. Mbangula headed back to Vlahovic. Just couldn't put it in stride for him. It's going to be a corner kick for Juventus. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. This is one of the elements from Motta's game. He wants the switch field. He wants those wingers to stay wide until they hit the top of the 18 and then cut in. He wants to suck teams in and then get those 1v1s out there on the flanks. Lilian Thuram watching Kefren. Here comes a corner. Let's go. Let's make it 2, baby. Oh, it's on the carpet out to Weah. Ooh, the touch gets away from him there. And then a foul. Not a bad idea as they gave him a lot of space. Just that first touch was atrocious from Weah. Engelhardt losing it here to Yildiz. Yildiz dribbling forward. Cuts it to his left. Has a rip right at Reina. Forcing him into making a stop there. Hard rip by the left foot of Yildiz. Let's go. I want another one before half. I want 2-0 at halftime. Can we see 2-0 at halftime, everybody? Look at this. The ref looks like Chiesa. I haven't noticed that. I got to check this guy out. He's probably coming up here right now. As we got a collision here. Strefezza involved. And Bremer. Man, Bremer's jumping straight up. Strefezza's literally coming in from 3 feet over on the side. Bremer to Weah. Back to Cambiaso. Oh, Cambiaso. Brutal pass inside Cutrone, but Cambiaso wins it back. Carries it out. Challenge in. Locatelli cleans it up. Now plays it out to the side. Mbangula's on it. He's got space to carry. Yildiz overlaps. Now slowed down. Played to Yildiz. And he cuts inside. Out to Vlahovic. Oh, Vlahovic tries to give it back there. And not even a foul as Yildiz taken down after the delivery. Look like a pick there. I don't know. Look like a pick. That's okay. Let's get that second before half, everybody. Goldaniga now. Out to Moreno. He's got to go back for Reina. Pepe Reina on it now. Just to Barba. Weah watching him. Salah has space up that flank. Cambiaso watching him. Ball goes inside. Thuram quick to clean that up, but gets a foul on that. Belotti, the one getting cleaned up there by Kefren Thuram. Oh yeah, trailing leg comes in, catches him. De Cunha in here for Como. Switching this one out to the right flank. Cabal going out there to do work. Oh, handled terribly. And now we get the ball back. Yildiz taking his time, slowing things up. Back inside for Locatelli. And Locatelli sending it out for Weah. He could take his man on here, Salah. He's got space. He's got him backpedaling. Inside for Cambiaso. Over to Thuram. Thuram scanning. Over to Cabal. Has Mbangula there. We'll play it up to him. Back to Cabal. Juve knocking it about now. Back to Bremer. Over to Gatti. To Thuram. To Bremer. Over to Gatti. And now finding Cambiaso. He could turn, take a look forward. Drops it back for Gatti. Gatti will go all the way across, back for Bremer. Cabal's going to drop back on that left flank. Here he is to collect it. Takes a look forward, doesn't force, goes back for Bremer. Bremer scanning. Again, not a lot generated in terms of opportunities. Close calls here and there to create something really good. Had a flashed header from Vlahovic. Couple 1-2s in tight that didn't work out for us. But overall, playing a good game, looking dangerous on counters and open things up. Cabal on it now. Going to have it in. Actually plays it hard in for Locatelli. Gets it out to Mbangula. Here comes a cross. Too low. First defender heads it out. Thuram doing battle. Wins it. Comes out with it. Ooh, trying to play it for Weah. That's going to be too far for him. It's going to go out goal kick. So we got some thoughts coming in here. Luca playing well from Steve's 316. Yep, I think he's doing well. One really questionable pass that was errant. That was pretty bad. Outside of that, it was it's been good. It's been solid there. I don't actually think anybody's really not had a good showing this half. Cabal, a few errant passes. Outside of that, it's been pretty good. I want to see Thuram get a little more involved. There's a lovely challenge from Locatelli, winning it, and now we're back on it. Yildiz on it. And he's going to splash this one out there for Weah. Being watched by Salah, playing it in for Cambiaso. Into Yildiz, nice turn. Nice turn and earns a foul. This is a free kick in a good spot. Great work there. Great ball movement. The guys are moving around well. Yildiz is everywhere as far as movement goes. So 41 minutes, 10 seconds. We got a free kick. This might be a little bit out of range. It is Vlahovic set to line this one up. But it looks from healthy range here from where they drop it on the spot. Yeah, this is a healthy distance here. Vlahovic, he sizes it up. Has a rip. Oh! Dipping to that low corner, but Pepe Reina seeing that out behind his goal there. That was a healthy range. Curling and dipping down. You know what? If he kept it up and it wasn't dipping down, like maybe he's got a shot from there. Oh, yeah. Eat that up, Luca. A little pass inside for Yildiz to Vlahovic. Off the post. Come on. Finish that. And we win it back again. Oh, my God. That was two crazy nice passes. One inside from Luca. One from Yildiz to find Vlahovic. But then through traffic off the post. That is so unlucky. And now Como right back at it. Here's a cross going back post. Cambiaso heads it out. Weah track it down to try and save this one. In the end, he has it off of Salah. But Weah clenches his hamstring there on the stretch. We're at 43 minutes, everybody. Oh my God. Yildiz, I thought, was just going to poke it. And then Vlahovic does everything right on the backside. Waits that one defender out. Oh, just a deflection from Barba as we see on the replay. Oh my God. Gotta get Vlahovic in on that, but that's a deflection from the defender. That's a hell of a play from him, just getting a piece. My God. 1-0 Juve. Could have been 2. Should have been 2. And now Di Gregorio launches it. We have a little bit of time left. Headed forward there from Dusan Vlahovic, but over the head of Weah. We have Savona warming up right now. There's Bremer doing battle winning. There's Locatelli winning it up ahead. Now play beyond, but Locatelli tracking a lot in there. Como coming through the middle here. Engelhardt into De Cunha. De Cunha has got Salah. He's got a lot of space there. Cuts on Cambiaso. Cross in. Headed down in the end. Di Gregorio keeps it in play and it's in his hands. Salah cut Cambiaso just enough to get that cross and pretty dangerous too. Oh, man. 44 minutes, 44 seconds, 1-0 Juventus. We're on the ball. Here's Gatti playing it forward for Weah. Little touch into Cambiaso. Touch ahead for Locatelli. Nice touch back to Cambiaso. Oh, man. Foul there on Mbangula. He does well. And we are at the 45-minute mark. We're going to shut that ticker down. We've got 3 minutes of added time for the first half. I want 2-0. Here's Locatelli splashing it out for Yildiz. Does well to settle it. He's going to take his man on. And take Moreno on. Takes him to the left. Here's a cross in for Vlahovic. Dummies. Oh, Weah. I think that bounced behind the line. It's in. Weah. What a rip, baby. Woo! What a rip, and props to Vlahovic with the brilliant dummy nobody expected. That's 2, baby. Damn, let's go. Woo! Wea absolutely smashes that thing. He's got a shot. We know he's got a shot on him. That is a bullet. No chance. Hit the bar, drops down, and it's over the line. It looked like it was over the line. That's beauty. We get the 2-0 at half. Great dummy there. Oh my God, that is just beauty. That's as nice as you can get. Bar down on a one-hitter. Reina left standing, just throwing his arm up at it. Look at that. Boom. Woo! Looking good. And props to Locatelli splashing it out to Yildiz. And then props to Yildiz taking his man on 1v1 and gaining that deep ground and having it back into the mixer. That is beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Cabal's going to see this one go all the way out for a goal kick. All right. We're at 46 minutes, 44 seconds. Very, very close. We got just over a minute left before halftime. 2-0 Juventus. Absolutely love it. Both wingers getting on the score sheet. Wea and Mbangula. 2-0. Absolutely love it. Di Gregorio smashing this one up. Route 1. Vlahovic chested down. Lovely. Off a Como player in the end. And then Vlahovic again settling it down there. Trying to win this. Foul there, but that's all right. We got about 30 seconds left until half, everybody. 3-0 looking good. 3-0 looking good. Maybe more is looking good. I like it. I like it. It's a good start. It's a good first half of football for the 24-25 season. We still have a whole entire half of football, though, so let's see what gives. But you might have a little bit of magic coming in. Douglas Luiz still on the bench, and that's nice to think about. And there's half, everybody. All right, the first half of the 24-25 season in the books. It's 2-0 for the good guys, baby. All right. Beautiful. Mbangula and then Wea right before the end of the first half. Mbangula at the 23-minute mark and then Timothy Wea. They are checking on Wea. He was clenching his hamstring at one point through there. So, yeah, we'll have eyes on that, what happens in the second half. We're going to get through the statistics real quick here and then get to some of the player ratings, all right? But it's looking good, everybody. It is looking good. 52% possession still in favor of Como. Total attempts, 1 for Como, 6 for Juventus, okay? You've got 4 of those 6 on target from Juve. We've hit the woodwork 1 as well. That was a great intervention from Barba on Como's part. 5 of our 6 shots from inside the box. They're doing well in working that, all right. And 2-0, we come out with the lead. In terms of the players, we'll get through the rankings as they sit. Di Gregorio, not a lot of work there, okay? He's at 6.6. Yeah, not a lot to deal with. Cambiaso at a 7.1 right now. Gatti at a 6.7. Bremer at a 7. Cabal at a 6.6. Now, from all the guys in the back, there's been some errant passes from Bremer, Cabal. Outside of that, it's been very, very clean. Cambiaso being at 7-1, he's been very active, very involved, inverting himself and getting forward. Bremer's been solid. Gatti has been fine too. And Cabal, a little bit shaky at times, but overall, no problems with anybody at the back. In the middle, Kefren Thuram's at a 6.6. I would have to agree. Locatelli's at a 7.2 right now. And I would agree. Locatelli is everywhere. He's doing incredible stuff. Work rate's insane. 2-man pivot, everybody. 2-man pivot is Locatelli's game. He was also good in that when we did it with Rabiot. We just didn't do it all the time. But a 2-man pivot suits Locatelli. The 4-1-4-1 where he's more advanced, I still have question marks around it, okay? But 2-man pivot is his game. Thuram needs to get more involved for me. He's too quick to get rid of the ball. He could take a look. He splashed it out a couple times when he took his time to Wea and initiated some 1v1s from him. So Thuram, A little more patience. Mbangula with a 7.4 rating coming out of that. Yildiz at a 7.6. Weah at a 7. I have no disagreements with that across the board. Yildiz has been everywhere. He's been doing so much work, going everywhere to collect it. Easily, so far to this season, the best performance of a 10 I've seen as far as involvement goes. Weah at a 7. Great finish at the end there. Mbangula 7.4. Been making the right decisions. Slowing up when he needs to, and then attacking and going with the 1v1s when he has to. Vlahovic at a 6.7. Yeah, I'd say 6.5. Maybe 6.7 is probably where I'd leave it there. He's doing a lot of good work. Man, that would have been nice for him to finish there, but it's been a little scarce for service up there for him, but as far as the targets goes, he's been doing good. He's been doing good, all right? I want to get to some of your comments, so let's get into it here, okay? Let's get into it. So, I see. I'm just trying to find some of the comments on the match here. Big season incoming for Locatelli from Binroy. Great start. It's one half. Let's see what comes and goes, but he's looking fantastic. That was a stellar first half of football from Locatelli, all right? Dell's saying that the commentator said we didn't play well. What game are they watching? I thought we gave nothing away and left Como with sterile possession. Dusan Yildiz should have a goal too. I thought it was a great half of football. Like I said, outside of our errors, I agree completely with you, Dells. Outside of our own errors, they did nothing. And we gave them nothing. And we did look dangerous multiple occasions and could easily be 3-0 up in this one. Maybe even 4, depending on some certain scenarios. All right? But yeah, let's keep it going. Brandon, yeah, Luca was looking real good. I love to see it after the hate he has been getting all off season. All right? Berto, when did Juve sign this new number 5 midfielder? He looks fantastic out there. We got to keep it going, though. We got to keep it going. He's shown flashes here and there, but its consistency will be the key, all right? And I'm also looking forward to seeing what changes Mota makes. And if he gets out of this 4-2-3-1, and if he does go to a 4-1-4-1, despite the fact we're 2-0 up. I don't think we're going to see it. So we might see him lock into this and maybe change one of the players up top to facilitate Luiz as a 10 or even Fagioli as a 10, all right? We'll see. We'll see. Aren't you entertained? I'm entertained, baby. I'm entertained. Love it. Mbangula could be surprise of the season. What did I say going into this game when we were talking about the decisions? He is way better on the left side. It was only 2 preseason showings, and I made that call up immediately. I was like, he looks a different player on the left side. On the right side, he doesn't look the same. He doesn't have that same confidence, that same swagger. On the left side, he looks more willing and able to make the right decisions and feel more comfortable. He is a fun player to watch. And Yildiz, how about Yildiz in the 10 role? He looks really, really good there. I heard guys saying he can't play it, whatnot, and I just called nonsense. I was like, this Yildiz can play anywhere across the top, but being more central, giving him freedom to roam and stuff, makes the most sense for his skill set and his tools, all right? So I like it. I like it. Dan saying that was encouraging after that preseason. Still concerned about depth. Fair. Totally fair. As far as the preseason goes, we always said preseason doesn't really matter. And I said going into this game in the match day live, the preview this morning, you're going to see a different intensity, a different urgency. And I think we have, especially when we're on the ball. There is much more urgency to push, to spray out those switch fields and engage in these 1v1s. It looks much more different, all right? But I like it. I absolutely like it. Commentators blind, yeah. If they're saying that wasn't a good half of football, where the hell have they been the past 3 years? All right, that's my first question. If they didn't like that half of football, where the hell have they been for the past 3 years? I love it. I love it. And yes, have we seen the end of Coco Melon? Do we need to retire Coco Melon to call for goals. Maybe, just maybe, we have to retire at Wing of Winter. It might be time. Opa Mbangula. Love it. Love it. What a fun watch. You guys, I really enjoyed that. Just bring me more, okay? From my lips to the football gods, bring me more of that. More goals, more urgency, and more forward passes. I just love it. Let's get it rolling, all right? Let's get it rolling. Malta's self-satisfied smile after Mbangula scored was a 10 out of 10. I love that. I love that, seeing that. And you know what? Showing confidence in the kids and everything, and showing confidence in guys that have been taking so much flack over the past how many years, right? Love it. It's a new chapter, a new era. We ride it out. We trust the process. Ultimately, it's the first half of football, all right? But it feels good. It feels really, really good. We keep moving. You take it one game at a time, one half at a time. Let's see what happens now, 2-0 up against Como at home, and how we continue to play. If there is drive for an absolute kill, because 3 is an absolute kill. Let's get that 3. Let's get that 3, all right? Absolutely love it. Spalletti created a monster with cutting Luca. You know what? The revenge tour, I'm here for it. I've always stood by him. I take heat, and I get it. But I'll take heat. I'll die on that hill for that guy. I think there is a good, solid midfielder there. Yeah, let's hope for the consistency, though. Absolutely love it. Christy saying, I regret wanting Conte over Motta. What do you think Conte would be doing during this offseason for Juve? And my God, he'd be pushing for Lukaku. Like, is it that hard done by to end up having to keep Osimhen around? It's wild to me. It's wild to me. The guy wants to get rid of any talent for plumbers. It is what it is. For me, like I said, a breath of fresh air, new ideas. You know, let's just go with it. Let's go with something new. Let's stop trying to recreate the past. Conte, I mean, how many people called Napoli to like win it? I remember like guys that, you know, have massive followings are like, now Napoli's going to win this series. Yeah, what? Top 4, I think, can be achieved. But my God, Conte might leave before September, and I'm here for every second of it, all right? I love it. But, hey, let's hope for more of what we've just seen the first half. Absolutely love it. Who had Mbangula for your first goal scorer of the 24-25 season? I have seen nobody call that one, and that was a shock start, and he gets rewarded for it. Gatti and Bremer. So Bremer sticking on the left side was kind of makes sense, you know, him on the left, Gatti on the right, but for the most part, you're more comfortable with Bremer being on that right side, but it actually worked quite well. And having Cambiaso there with Gatti was good, and having Cabal there close by with Bremer was great. It actually worked good. It looked good, and no problems with it. Like I said, I'm not going to call anybody brutal in that first half or say that this guy was the worst. I think they all got involved and all played a solid part in that first half of football. That was great. Great stuff. And that's another thing. This game from Motta, the way we play, everybody gets involved and everybody will have their moments. Everybody will have their opportunities. It's great to see. And this could go a long way in building some of these guys that have been kind of scapegoats for the past little bit. This is a way to build them up because Motta's game promotes everybody. Maximum participation, maximum effort is one of the things that's being looked at. They all get involved. They will all have their opportunities. I love it. I absolutely love it. We see Savona continue to really work aggressively in a warm-up here. He might be set to come on. We did see Weah clenching his hamstring. Let's see what happens there. But Yildiz, I see the comment there from Juve enthusiast. Super impressed by Keenan. Absolutely. He looked fantastic in that role. He was very, very active. And yeah, just really, really linking everything up quite nicely. Very good. Easily the best 10 roll showing we've seen from anybody that's done it so far through preseason and first half of 24-25 season. But beautiful, beautiful stuff. What a half, man. Absolutely, Lucas. Beautiful half. Reminder to everybody in here, take a second, like the video, all right? And reminder, tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time is when we are going to hit us with the first post-match podcast of the 24-25 season, all right? So looking forward to that one as well. We look at Danilo warming up there. Bit of an interesting decision there from Thiago Motta, sitting out Danilo. Danilo's a professional, though. I don't expect any issues whatsoever. It is what it is. Gatti getting the armband was a bit of a surprise there. I would have called Locatelli for it, but is what it is. You look at Vlahovic talking with one of the staff members, ready to come out, and both teams coming back onto the pitch. We will see if we get any immediate changes from Juve or Como. Again, Savona continues to work hard in warm-ups. Might be set to come on. Savona's been a young guy that's been getting a ton of praise out of camp and everything, and was really early in the preseason spotted as saying he was going to be in the 24-25 season squad. We look at Weah's goal as they review it and check it easily and clearly beyond the line there behind Pepe Reina. Awesome, awesome stuff. What players do you have in Fantacalcio? Did you join our Fantacalcio League? You better have. If not, what the heck are you waiting for? We'll get you in there. You can find the link to it on any of our socials. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You'll find it, all right? But, man, Juve players. So here comes Savona. He's set to come on. So Savona coming out. He's going to play the outside right role. And there we go. Second half underway. You want the air horn? Oh, yeah, you want the air horn. Let's go. 2-0 Juventus over Como. Second half has begun. Timothy Weah is the one taken out, so maybe Slot Cambiaso a little further forward now with Savona coming in. Here he is on it. Back to Gatti. Gatti steps forward, out to Savona again. Now played back for Di Gregorio. Has Bremer out to his left. And he actually, splashes it. All right, Mbangula's got a ton of space. Look at the overlap from Cabal. Played out to Cabal. It's going to take anybody on. Ends up passing it back for Thuram. Thuram's got time. Juve's got a lot of time on the ball right now. Just knocking it about. Here's Locatelli. Carrying it forward inside for Yildiz. Back out to Thuram. Back to Bremer. Feints to Gatti, goes back over to Locatelli. Locatelli up ahead. Oh, nice little 1-2s inside for Yildiz. And Yildiz is going to spray this one out to Cambiaso. Cambiaso cuts in. Scanning. Now on the carpet. Over to Locatelli. Back inside for Yildiz. Out to Cabal. Here's a cross coming in. That's a nice one. Yeah! Vlahovic! Hey! What a ball in, baby! That's three! That's three! Absolutely love it. Let's go! My word, what a start to the second half. We got three, and hey, I might have undershot that prediction, okay, at 3-0, baby. Beautiful stuff. Mamma mia. Let's go. Locatelli, Yildiz, getting out to Cabal. What a ball in from Cabal. That is an absolutely beautiful cross in. And look at Vlahovic. That's about as perfect a header you could make. The guy with little service absolutely kills. And that's what we need from Dusan Vlahovic. Beautiful start. Red hot start to seasons. He's known for it. There it is. 3-0. Look at Mota on the sideline too. Boom. Yes, Mota. Mota. Let's go. Yes. Fired up, baby. Fired up. Wait a second. Oh my God. Oh my God. That just crushed my spirit. Offside? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I want to get a check on this. No goal. Oh my God. Well, you know what, guys? I'm not going to stop celebrating goals. You know, it is what it is. Celebrate every single one. As hard as I did that one, I love it. Let's just get that third one again. Let's go, Vlahovic. Just find another one, brother. Come on. Como in possession now, going all the way back to Pepe Reina. Vlahovic calling for everybody for a press here. Here's Yildiz applying pressure. Moreno being put under there. Mbangula doing well there. Gets a piece of it. It's going to go out for Como throw-in. Unbelievable. I still have yet to see the replay of this offside. Is anybody else's feeds actually shown them the replay? I've yet to see the replay on this. Oh, big collision there. Thuram, Belotti, but they're both good. Yeah, Eka hasn't seen any replay either. I don't know what's going on. No replays on a called back goal. What are we doing? Let me see this thing. Como back in possession. That was just lovely build-up, though, and team play going to that goal that got called off in the end for offside. But, my God, does that look good. Cabal getting heavily involved. The midfielders linking up with each other. And I don't know if you've noticed that, too. You guys that have been following our channel for a while, you know, I said all last season, these mids don't even play together. They don't even play with one another, using the ball to, like, go between one another. You got a two-man pivot here. Locatelli, Thuram using each other. Yildiz as that attacking mid in that 10 role. Very much linking up, and they're all moving it around and moving for one another, and it looks more like a unit than it has in a long time. Still waiting for this replay, by the way. Unbelievable. Here's a free kick coming from the right flank for Como. Cross coming in. It's in swinger, and Di Gregorio easily comes out and collects. He rolls this one out. Cambiasso on it. Just slowing things down, waiting for everybody to get in position. Here's Locatelli, and Locatelli now. Oh, he's going route one out to the corner, but gets it all wrong. Here's Barba again going back to Pepe Reina. Next to nothing for pressure on him there. Juve's fine 2-0 up if they want to keep the ball with Pepe Reina. It's not going to do us any damage. Now he slides it out, Barba. It's going to scan. Just over to Salah. Trying to play it up. Little one touch, but just inside. And Thuram eats it up immediately. Now we go out to Mbangula. Plays it back for Cabal. Cabal stepping forward. Robbed of an assist here. Until I see a replay, I'm saying robbed. Locatelli. Back to Thuram. Thuram. Back to Bremer. Bremer just hanging on to it. Gatti there. It's next to nothing for pressure. Here's Savona out on the right. He's going to cut inside. And he just goes back to Gatti safely. Gatti's going to have it over for Bremer. Bremer's got time and space to move forward, and now he's going to swing this one out for Mbangula. Does well. Just can't keep it in. Yeah, you're gonna have your work cut out for you catching long balls from Bremer there. You just got to deal with it. You don't know where the hell those things are going to come from. Could come in right at your throat. Could come in waist high. You don't know what's coming. Just got to deal with it. Oh, there's Thuram eating that one up. Yildiz. Little touch. Cambiaso. Yildiz. Oh, stopped. And heads it off the post. Oh, it was Vlahovic. Oh, my God. It was Vlahovic. I thought that was Yildiz there. Dushan. Can't buy one right now. Holy smokes, man. That's unlucky. He's no goals going on like a hat trick today. This is crazy. Great work again from Juve, though. Chewed up in the middle by Thuram. And then Cambiaso and Vlahovic getting in behind the defense. Here's Bremer swinging it out for Cabal. Inside for Yildiz. Look at him go. Look at the foul there as he's mauled. Keeps working. Incredible. Mbangula. Back for Yildiz. Out to Thuram. Up to Mbangula. Little touch there. Did he keep it on? No. Look at this opportunity again. Tries to chip Reyna. Actually a good stop there from Reyna. And then the header is in there. It's going in. It just stays inside that post. Oh my goodness. The offside was like way on the opposite end. Cambiaso. Holy Christ. Wow, they finally show it. My God, the tightest of offsides on a switch field way before the goal. That's, holy hell. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. These offsides, you know, and I've always said, make it the waist. There's no advantage gained if it's not your torso. If your waist is in line with the defender, you are fine. If your waist is beyond, you're offside. It just needs to be, this is too much. This is too much. I just hate the offside rule so much. The fact you're not embarrassed to show a replay after of that offside, calling back a sequence like that is just beyond ridiculous. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Como in possession here. Salah trying to push this one ahead for Cutrone. He's doing battle with Savona. Savona wins it nicely there and plays it back for Bremer. Bremer's got Cabal to his left. He now moves it over to him. It's 2-0 Juventus at the 56-minute mark. Cabal inside for Thuram. Thuram feints moving it ahead, finding Locatelli after twisting and turning. Locatelli's going to slide it out to Savona there on the right. He's got space to carry forward. He's directed to slow down and go back to Locatelli. Now Cambiaso. Back to Gatti. Over to Thuram. Thuram has space. Moving ahead. Scanning. It's closing down in front of him. Now he's going to flip it out to Savona. Savona into Cambiaso. Cambiaso. Turning. Scanning. Inside for Locatelli. Locatelli out to Bremer. And Juve just comfortable. Very comfortable in possession right now. 2 goals up. Cabal inside for Thuram. Over to Mbangula. Now to Yildiz. Yildiz over to Locatelli. Locatelli just couldn't get that touch in quick enough to get that pass over to Cambiaso. And then ends up getting a yellow for the challenge on the follow through. Wing of Winter, I love our one-touch football so far. I love the movement. Off the ball movement, night and day to what we were doing before. So I absolutely love it. Everybody seems to be on point with me for this. Yeah, ridiculous in terms of the call. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's crazy. Just crazy. Here's Vlahovic again. Just can't buy one tonight. Crazy. "58 minutes. We're still waiting. Player down." Hit you with some of the statistics here. It's now shifted to 52% possession for Juventus. Juve has created 3 big chances. Como has created 0 for big chances. 8 total attempts for Juventus. 1 total attempt so far for Como, all right? And Juve has hit the woodwork twice, both through Dusan Vlahovic. And it's actually Engelhardt, the substitute for Baselli, who had gone down, not Cutrone. We're waiting for him to get situated again. Fagioli starting to warm up there. Como puts the ball back into play here at the 59-minute mark. Moving just inside to Juve's territory on the left flank. Salah on it with Barba. Goes beyond him. He's going to go back for Pepe Reina. And again, Juve's absolutely fine with that being 2-0 up. Here's a little bit of pressure from Yildiz. Mbangula now to Moreno. Oh, that's a dangerous one. Chewed up. Oh, Cambiaso with the touch and then trying to take it on a one hit, but always sailing high of the goal. Thought he might have had a little touch inside there for Dusan. We're at the 60-minute mark. It's 2-0. Fagioli continues to warm up there on the sideline. So we may not see Douglas Luiz at all in the opening game. I'm sure Thiago Motta will get involved in that discussion in the post-match. But again, no matter what happens with lineups, it's all about those guys doing their job and ultimately finding their top performances. And every guy that's been in there so far has been doing a good job, a solid job. Bremer heads this one down. Cabal easily watches this one go out for a throw-in on the follow-up header from Goldaniga. Throw in all the way back to Di Gregorio. He plays it out for Gatti. Gatti's going to just move forward and scan and find Savona out on the right flank. That has time to carry it forward. Locatelli coming in to show for. He collects back out to Savona. And now we have another stoppage in play as Engelhardt, the substitute for Baselli, is also injured and going to have to leave the game. I can't think of the last game I've seen where a player's been substitute and the player's substitute gets hurt as well, where both of those guys get injured. I see the discussion happening in the live chat right now in regards to Chiesa. We might as well touch on it as we get a stoppage. A couple subs coming in for Como. Alberto Cherry, the man that used to be Juventus property, set to come on. Big, big guy there. As far as Chiesa, getting back to that, I see the comment about they should tell the fans like what's going on instead of keeping it. I don't really believe in airing all that out for a number of reasons. Sometimes you know too much. When you get too close, you don't need to know about all those inner dealings, and it's also not fair for the player as well, because negotiations can go sideways. It just keep what happens behind closed doors behind closed doors. We don't need to know. We don't need to know. Some of us would really like to know because the curiosity is eating away at us, but we don't need to know. We're back in action. Cabal finding Mbangula inside for Thuram, and Thuram's driving forward, and he earns a foul there. That's a big, strong presence there as he drives that ball forward. It's a task getting the ball away from him. You just look at the size of him, the strides he's got. Gatti over to Savona, back to Gatti. He's going to go over to Bremer. Bremer sliding it out to Savona. He's going to slow it down. Send it to Locatelli. Locatelli slowing everything down. Now going to Bremer. Up ahead for Yildiz. Over to Gatti. To Locatelli. Inside for Cambiaso. Now outside. Di Gregorio. And he slides it out for Cabal. Inside for Thuram. Over to Bremer. Again, just comfortable possession from Juventus. Knocking it about. A lot of movement from mids. Wingers, the 10. Everybody coming back, showing for. And we just knock it about and keep moving Como around until we find some space. Here it is. Locatelli. Sliding it out. Here's Yildiz. Or Cambiaso, excuse me. And he slides it out wonderfully for Mbangula. Overlap from Cabal. Over to Yildiz. Here's a cross going back post. Savona heads it back into the mixer. Oh, that's a foul. No, ref says get up. Okay. Oh, Locatelli. Pay attention here. Bremer. Over to Gatti. Referee immediately saying nothing there. Get up. Wasted no time. I'd like to see that one. Looked like a little bit of a hack there. Cambiaso, Locatelli, Savona, all with quick interchanges, but Cambiaso sends it beyond Locatelli. He's got to come back to collect. Bremer on it. Inside for Mbangula, and there's a foul on him. Bernauder. 2-0 Juventus. Very, very comfortable right now for us. Oh, baby. Our man, our gaming. Hey, man, sorry, just late. Got in from work. How are we playing? We are playing great. We're playing solid football. Kefren Thuram leaves the pitch. And enter Nicolo Fagioli as Lilian Thuram watches. And that was a great showing from Kefren Thuram as well. Again, scratching the surface of what I believe he's capable in. So I expect more growth there. But again, a good showing. Good positive showing there. Now it is Locatelli and Fagioli working a two-man pivot. Savona is on the ball here. Over to Bremer. Pressure coming. Back out to Savona. Gatti finds himself on the right side now. Back to Bremer. Locatelli's dropped to collect. Here he gets it on the left side. Playing it forward for Yildiz. And Yildiz trying to pop this one over the top for Vlahovic. Not getting there. And the pressure on to try and recover this ball. Look at the press from Juve. Forcing them all the way back to Reina. And he's got to go route one out to the left side for Salah. And look at Cambiaso tracking. But look at the work there. That's just beautiful. I love that. Relentless. relentless in getting that ball back after losing it. I love it. Gatti now to Savona. Dan, absolutely. The Taram Loca pivot, putting in some work. Love it. Savona launching this one, Route 1. Vlahovic heading it back down towards the middle. Locatelli settling it, finding Yildiz. And now spread out for Mbangula with a ton of space. Here's a cross coming in, trying to find Dusan. It's headed out. It's going to be a corner kick for Juventus. Hey, man, there's a ton of service that's been heading Vlahovic's way this game. We got to be happy with that, okay? We got to be happy with that. That's how you counteract the misses. The big misses, like when you have few and far between, yeah, it's going to add to that mental rut he can get in. But, man, he's had a ton of service this game, so that's great. Here comes a corner. Yildiz takes it. Get ahead to it. Oh, Cabal gets up there. It's a free header, but always rising on him over the goal. It's better to buy a winger instead of Koop Mainers and play Yildiz in the middle. I'm not ready to give up on Cope, and I still say you bring him in. I still say bring him in. It just goes even better and gives Malta even more flexibility, more options, more depth. Bring him in. Here's a cross coming in, and that sails over as Gatti's watching Alberto Cherry. And it's going to be goal kick for Juventus. This guy is a unit, man. Holy, he's big. Wow. It's a big dude, man. We got another cool and break. Cool and break, everybody. You know what that means. Stat time. 55% possession for Juventus. 3 big chances created to 0 for Como. 10 total attempts for Juve to 1 from Como. All right, absolutely neutralize them. 5 shots on target for Juventus out of their 10 attempts. We've hit the woodwork twice. All right, and a goal called back. Unbelievable. Unbelievable when you watch that thing. Yildiz has been putting in work today, though, man. Great showing for Keenan. Look at Weah smashing that thing. That's just a smash. Heads up to Vlahovic, too, to let that ball go. Realizing he's not in a position to do anything with that. And having the wherewithal to actually know Weah's there to run onto that thing and smash it. My gaming PC has last coolant breaks. Oh, my God. I still think, as I see the comment there, it seems like if we get Cope, Fagioli ain't playing anymore. If Loca can keep performances up like this, I still think there's healthy rotation in there. The thing with Malta is he's going to react to teams based on what he expects from them and what he's going to do. We're not always going to see a 2-man pivot. We will definitely see 4-1-4-1 in which, yeah, you know, Fagioli could be a guy that he calls upon more in that. Luis, Co-Miners, like, again, it's options. It's just options. I'd still do it, but I'd also, you know, there's a big question mark there with certain guys. Consistency. It's still too early to tell, so I would go with a guy that's steady Eddie. Great 1-2 there. Savona eats up a foul. There's another yellow card dished out. What are we at for cards here? Hey, man, Skanga said this guy is card happy, this official. Marcinato averages 5 yellows per game. Yildiz switching this out wonderfully. Here's Cabal. Looked like he was thinking about the cross and then slowed up. Here's Yildiz splashing it out to Savona on the right. Drops it back. Here's Fagioli. Inside into the middle for Locatelli. Out to Savona. Back to Locatelli. Out to Fagioli. Inside to Cambiaso now that has space. And he switches it out. Just too far ahead of Yildiz. It's going to go out. It's going to be goal kick. Verdi's the one that gets a yellow on that slide challenge on Savona. We're 2-0 up, everybody. All right. 73 minutes, 33 seconds in. Let's go. And yes, Opa de Chilio. Oh. Please listen to our friend Opa. Like the button. We hit that like button. We always appreciate that. And sharing the content afterwards. If you enjoyed this watch along, I hope you are enjoying yourself. Please, by all means, share our content, share our channel as we continue to try and grow our community. That is a handball in the area. He's trying to trap it. Hits it off himself, off the arm there. But, okay, I get it. Ooh, Fagioli can't trap the pass from Savona, but Savona comes in, cleans it up, and now Fagioli can move forward. Here he goes. Oh, just too far ahead of Vlahovic, and Pepe Reina comes out to clean it up. Nice look from Fagioli, though. Ball played in, and it just goes all the way across the pitch. Completely errant from Como. It's going to be a throw-in to Juventus. Jerry B. Nasty's always, he's going to be happy no matter what. Happy no matter what. Just because of a change. As long as you're happy, brother. As long as you're happy. If you're happy, I'm happy. How's that sound? You're happy, I'm happy. All of you are happy, I'm happy. Are we happy today? Oh, yeah. We should be. Di Gregorio on it here. Out to Gatti. Can we get my 3-0 scoreline? We're at 2-0, 75 minutes. We should be there already. 2 balls off the woodwork, 1 goal called off. Bremer to Gatti at the back here. Juve comfortably in possession. Little flip out for Bremer here. He's going to be put under a bit. Playing it up for Locatelli. Does well there, but gets a foul. Fending off Moreno. And Locatelli gets a foul on that one. Goldaniga sees yellow for protest. Oh, yeah, he got his hand up high. Okay. All right, Como kicks us off again. 76 minutes, 34 seconds. Here we go. Oh, man. Fagioli missing Locatelli there. Out of his reach, but look at the work from Yildiz. Look at the work from Yildiz. Great work. And Yildiz easily splashing it out to Savona. Does well to maintain the way we play the ball from the back right now is just night and day to last season. It's so much better. So much better. Locatelli straight up to Mbangula. But he's not going to take his man on. Back to Cabal. Inside into the middle. Yildiz lets it run. It's a little bit beyond him. And then Fagioli didn't get there. Here's a ball played forward. Savona coming in to help. Strop back. Strefazzi. And it ends up going off him. Douglas Luiz getting set to come into this game. Could we see a little bit of Brazilian magic before the end? Let's see. Let's see. Douglas Luiz set to come on. Locatelli putting in a solid shift. Bravo, Locatelli. He is going to be the one coming off to make way for Douglas Luiz. That's a beautiful shift, Loca. A beautiful shift. And here comes Luiz. Absolute baller. Let's see if he can produce a little bit of magic in there. Bremer on the ground. I'm not sure about that pass. Strefezza ends up on it here. Turning, he's going to have a rip. And it's low and hard and wide of Di Gregorio's goal. Di Gregorio seemed to be covering it well. And again, like I said, outside of errant passes from the back, not really giving them a sniff of anything. And there's a bad decision from Bremer. Di Gregorio, and he's launching this one, Route 1. Yildiz trying to contest there. Oh, high boot there from Luiz. Foul from the back there on Cambiaso, trying to win it back. Closing in on 80 minutes, everybody. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Strefezza on it. Goes back for Moreno. Goldaniga. Barba. Just knocking around the perimeter. Pressure coming in from Juventus. Always forcing them to the outside. Yildiz coming away with it. Playing it forward for Cambiaso. He's got space there. See, Cambiaso plays that forward role way different than Weah. Cambiaso's always like central. Weah's always stretching out that defense, and he's always riding that byline as deep as he can there. And Cambiaso plays it completely different. Gatti playing it forward for Vlahovic. Slowed down over to Fagioli. Sprays this one out nicely to Mbangula. Overlap coming from Cabal. In his path. Tried to have a cross in there. Was blocked. It's going to be a throw in for Juventus. Another throw in coming for Juve. Oh, they're giving this one to Como. Let's go. Oh, there's a hand to the face. Player of the match, winner prediction, Mbangula, Yildiz, Cambiaso, Taram. Well. That's what the graphic is up on the Fubo. Calling for man of the match. Well, ooh, Douglas Luiz makes an error there, but comes away with it still. Cambiaso plays it back for Fagioli. Puts him under with that pass, being such a muffin. But Fagioli works out of it, finding Yildiz. Mbangula on the left. He's going to collect here. Is he going to take Moreno on? Playing it out to Yildiz. Out to Luiz. Out to Fagioli. Now over to Cambiaso. Cambiaso taking his man on. Gonna have a cross. Ooh. Yeah, Douglas Luiz. I don't know if he's gonna win a battle against Alberto. He's huge, man. Always going to get the worst of that exchange. Closing in on 84 minutes, 2-0. Como in possession, but really nowhere to go to hurt Juve. Juve comfortably in their shell. Strefezza, here's a cross coming in, and that's easily handled by Di Gregorio. He's going to roll this one out quickly for Douglas Luiz. And he's going to carry it forward. Not a lot of pressure coming on him. Has Mbangula and Yildiz out wide. And here he goes to Yildiz. Come on. Is he going to skin him? Oh, cross to the back post. Cambiaso. His touch lets him down. Some good work there from Yildiz. And look at Fagioli doing so well to win that ball back. Bravo. Inside to Douglas Luiz again. Plays it nice and slow over to Cabal. Again out to Yildiz. He's going to take on Moreno again. Just chew up some more time. Comfortably in possession for Juventus. Cabal out to Bremer. Over to Gatti. Inside to Luiz. Back out to Gatti. Over to Fagioli again. Back out to Gatti. Just knocking it about with no pressure coming at these guys. Into Cabal. Little quick touch and he's gone. And he's trying to find Vlahovic. Vlahovic was offside on that run. And it's going to be blown down. So we got Darmax coming in here saying best acquisition over these past years has been our next gen. Another upriser with Mbangula. And what's, through this Mercado with saying goodbye to Hoyce and saying goodbye to Sule, I said all along, it's a product of the current circumstances, but there's not really this need to fear. We still have a lot of young players in here. That is a great challenge from Douglas Luiz. Wins it back forcefully. We still have a lot of young players on this team. And now you look at Mbangula, who could make some noise through this season. You've got Savona in, out on the other side. You've got, still Fagioli is young. Weah is still young. You got Cambiaso, who's young. You have so many young players still on this team. Keenan Yildiz, our 10. He's the youngest 10 for Juventus, period. It's still promising from a youth perspective by all means. And Next Gen continues to pick up more and more young Italian talent. So there's nothing to fear with the youngsters, everybody. So we got a shout already for Mbangula with the Vinny Jr. goal is man of the match. All right, so him getting it. I know he's not on the score sheet there, but Yildiz might be... Yildiz. Like he was trying to fool Pepe Reina and catch him there, but gets it all wrong in the end. Goes and puts up that floating muffin. Oh, that's going to be a yellow for Cambiaso. Relax. Not necessary. Take it easy. Take it easy. Lots of yellow cards this evening. Just like Skanga said, get ready for it in the preview show. Saying we're Chelsea with lower price kids. I'm just saying don't have any fears about, you know, like we're not giving young players a chance or there's not going to be that going on. They're still going to be getting opportunities. We got a lot of young guys on this team. Como working down deep now, trying to get something out of it. I know you're kidding. And we could never be Chelsea because we don't have 45 people on the roster. So, yeah, we're like the complete opposite, Dan. Those guys can't even fit coming out of the tunnel at Chelsea. They have so many damn players. I think the best tweet I saw about Chelsea was them training in a gym, and it was just like, it's like they're training in January when you get all the New Year's resolutions. It's hilarious. Four yellow cards for Como, 2 for Juventus in this game so far. We're getting ready to wrap up. I don't think I'm getting that third goal, everybody. I don't think I'm getting that third one to start the year off with a bang-on prediction. Oh! Oh my God, you're not calling that. Come on. Would have been off to the races there. Cabal wins it back. Finds Yildiz. Out to Mbangula. He's going to cut this one down now. Switch it. There you go. Ton of space here. Cambiaso. Oh my God. Cambiaso for 3. Holy. What a hit, man. Oh my God. Seals the deal with the last day. Let's go. What a hit. And Mbangula is going to get the assist on that goal. My God. What a hit. Woo! Baby. Look at this hit. One step in and just smash to the far post. Left Pepe Reina just standing. Oh my God. Cambiaso. What a goal, baby. What a goal. Cambiaso playing advancer 3-0. They heard me. They heard me. What an absolutely filthy goal, baby. And do we start off with 100% fucking prediction 3-0? Let's go. I'm going to let the boys have it in the morning. Kicking it off with the first one. Let's go. Did you notice Cabal sprinting on the overlap in the 90th minute? Symbolic. Guys, this is a beautiful start to the season. But again, it's game 1. Yildiz continues to work well there. Doesn't get the call there. Great challenge and step in there. Yildiz coming in as well. And then Fagioli doing work. That's a foul there. And Fagioli taking one for the team there to regroup. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Great, great stuff. Savona now on it. We've got 6 minutes of stoppage time. We're at 92 minutes, 14 seconds. 3-0 Juventus, baby. Cambiaso with the latest and an absolute banger. And man, what a game from Mbangula. What a game from him. Mbangula is at an 8.4 right now. Goal and assist. Like, he's just had such a solid game. Ildiz right behind him at an 8.1. Cambiaso at an 8.2. Man, please make it this way all year long, that it's going to be difficult to pick a man of the match, all right? Because I got like 3 guys I could give this thing to. Ildiz is up there. Ildiz is up there for sure. Mbangula as well. I'd have to say it's got to go to one of those two. And you know what? I'm going to give it to Mbangula to kick off the season. He's going to be my man of the match. Mbangula. Mbangula. Let's go. Adam Mbangula, man of the match. How many games did we win 3-goal margin last year? Did we? I don't even know. Maybe right at the start, that first one. Cabal again getting forward. There's a cross blocked by Moreno. Oh, intercepted by Luis. Hit. Oh! Oh my God, off the block. Taking a deflection and still almost going and looping over Reina. Imagine that. Luis adding one. Woo! "94 minutes, 20 seconds, 3-0 Juventus in this opening match. Absolutely beauty." Dan Kaida says the banger man of the match. Awesome open match win. Good start. It's a beautiful start. Corner kick. And we're going to have it in the mixer. That's hilarious. Love it. And having it in the mixer at 3-0. Relentless. Cambiaso cuts inside. Opening up space. Oh, having it out there. It's cut out. Ildiz. Over to Savona. And now we just knock it about. Luis coming back. Again, out for Savona. Inside to Fagioli. Little one-touch pass out to Bremer. And we're just going to chew up these last 40 seconds, everybody. All right, so let's go. Let's go. Fagioli and Cabal exchange back out to Bremer. Absolutely nothing from Como. All right, we see this out. 30 seconds going. This is the start we wanted to see, Juventini. This is what we wanted. Kick it off with a bang. Kick it off with a bang while everybody else struggles in their first game. Oh, it looks like Vlahovic was offside, but he is on a breakaway. Oh, ends up putting it right off Reina's arm, but it was offside. Man, he loves to... I'm surprised he doesn't want to just carry it around a keeper when he's like that. And that's it. That is it, everybody. It's in the books. 3-0. Woo! Let's go. Absolutely love that, you guys. Oh, that's how you need to start the season. Cue the music. Storia di un grande amore. The new chapter kicks off in style, baby. 3-0. Who called it? Your boy called it. 3-0. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. And can I get a te for all the haters out there? Te. Let's go. That's how you kick things off in style. Mbangula surprised many on the sheet. Douglas Luiz not getting the nod. And even at the back with no Danilo. Gatti being a captain. It all worked out. The team, every single player on that pitch put in a shift and a half. Absolutely love it, everybody. Absolutely love it. Woo! I'm fired up. I'm more fired up now than I was at the beginning of the match in the anticipation, all right? This is beautiful stuff. Let's have some fun. Go through the numbers. This one was always ours. 58% possession is where it ends, all right? 3 big chances created by Juventus, 13 total attempts, 3 attempts total from Como. All right, as far as Juve goes, out of those 13 attempts, 7 were on target. We also hit the woodwork twice. This could have been an absolute throttling, all right? 3-0 is a healthy win, but it could have been a throttling. 2 off the woodwork and 1 disallowed goal to Dusan Vlahovic. Always ours, all right? Now, as far as the ratings go, I'm going to give you the ratings that we see here. We'll talk about any discussions there that you have or any contradictions to these, okay? You've got 6.7 for Di Gregorio. Not a lot of work for him there, but he always looked ready and sharp. Cambiaso at 8.2 scored an absolutely filthy goal to finish this one up. You've got Gatti at 6.9. Bremer at 7.2, Cabal 6.9, Locatelli with a 7.1, Thuram 6.7, Weah at a 7 before leaving at the end of the first half. Hopefully everything is okay with him. We saw him clenching his hamstring. Hopefully he's all right. Great goal scored by him as well. Yildiz at an 8.1, Mbangula at an 8.4, goal and assist. Vlahovic finishes with a 6.2, but God, that's an unlucky 6.2 for Dusan Vlahovic. He had a ton of service, should have been on the scoreboard. Unfortunate there for him, but he put in a lot of work. So even at a 6.2, it's positive for the big man up top, okay? So we go through some of these numbers on some of these guys. Mbangula, 1 goal, 1 assist, 45 touches, 88% pass percentage, 1 key pass, all right, and 1 shot on target being the goal. Ground duels won from Mbangula, 5 for 5, and ground duels won. Even won the only aerial duel he had to get up for. Only losing possession 9 times. Great outing. Yildiz, 90 minutes played, 1 assist, okay? 49 touches, 97% passing accuracy, 34 out of 35. 3 key passes from Kenan Yildiz. 2 crosses, both accurate. Long balls, 6 out of 7. Big chances created, 1. Shots on target, 1. Shot off target, 1. He had himself a game. Winning also 6 out of 8 ground duels. The work rate is incredible from this team right across the board. Weah put in a shift trying to get back, winning the ball. Everybody was. Locatelli, Kefren Thuram. This was insane, man. The work rate from all the players was incredible. I am absolutely thrilled to see that. What did I say as far as expectations go on the previous show we did a couple days ago, Saturday? I said, I just want Juve this season to be that team that clubs see on the schedule and think, oh, that is going to be a pain in the ass game to play. That's what I want. And it takes what we saw today as far as the work rate and the effort goes. Absolutely love it, okay? Absolutely love it. Hit me with your man of the match, everybody. Hit me with your man of the match. We had a ton of shouts for Mbangula. For me, it's Mbangula. Forza Juve already calling him Mbappe Ngula. All right? Love it. Love it. Rick, vamos. Vamos. Let's go. Let's go. Kalulu, done. Deal. Hey, bring him on. If that's who you want, bring him on. All right? Cope. Imagine adding Cope Miners into this. Imagine. Let's go. Mbangula, for sure. What a debut in a competitive match for Juventus. Adam Mbangula. We got shouts for Yildiz. He was fantastic. We went over the numbers. Man, take your pick. Yildiz was incredible. And Marco saying Yildiz was so nice too. The number 10 gave him wings. Man, I love that. I love that. Actually, that's some goosebumps there. That's awesome. Weah is a different beast for me. Love it. Yildiz. Yildiz was stellar. Yildiz. Locatelli. Man of the match. This is a great one. This is how you know you've performed a great game. I remember Dell's comment earlier saying that a commentator was saying that Juve didn't play a good game. What are you talking about? Juve played a fantastic game, all right? And that's how you know. When you go across the board, you look at these rankings. I haven't seen a game all of last year where we had 3 players over 8 ratings. That's never happened last season. It never once happened. 3 players over 8 ratings. And on top of that, you add another 3 in healthy 7s. That doesn't happen. This is like, please, by all means, more to come. More to come, please. Okay? Now, as far as Como goes, I get it. But you can only play who's in front of you. And this is what we were expecting given the predictions. This is what you want to see in an opening match at home and against a newly promoted side. You impose yourself and you seal the deal. You get it done. We did that. So let's be happy. Okay? Let's be happy about that. And then you look to next on deck when it comes to Juventus. And next on deck is going to be Verona. All right? And we saw what Verona did. So, hey, no banana peel there. They actually played good ball. So that's next on deck for Juve. It's going to be away from home. And then you have Roma before that little break. 7 points is a must through these first 3 games. Let's go for all 9. And I believe if we work as hard as we did today, that we will take 9 points out of these first 3. Incredibly positive, everybody. I am just absolutely jacked. I'm ecstatic for what's to come, okay? In terms of the play and how we saw Juve throughout this one, again, the movement's amazing. The ability to interchange through the midfield, no matter who's out there. Locatelli, Fagioli, Thuram, Luiz. It's such a great technical mix that you can shift them around. It's not like nobody is literally like handcuffed or like chained up like you have to be here. It's not rigid at all. It is so free flowing. It's just incredible to watch. The fact that it is not rigid whatsoever and so drastic in comparison to what was happening before. The guys on the outsides were killing themselves. Cabal late in a game and throughout that game offering that overlap every single time he could for Mbangula. Mbangula making all the right decisions. Yildiz was absolutely everywhere. I'd love to, he was everywhere. You look at his heat map, it's mostly central and all around that left flank and whatnot. Brilliant. But that is what's beautiful to watch about this right now, is that the interchange is fantastic. And I think that's going to bode well for us moving through the season. What did I say? A lot of the guys that were kind of getting ragged on and whatever are going to get a lot of reps and a lot of opportunities to progress themselves this season. So some of the things we got to look out for is progression with players, something that we felt hasn't been happening with the talent and the players we have brought in. Could this be the difference? Could this be the beginning of what we have waited for? Could Mota actually, in fact, be the right guy for next gen? So while Juve fans were fired up about having to move Sule, having to move Huijsen, despite these circumstances, we might have come up with the perfect package for Juve next gen to take the next level in actually integrating them, but actually being able to progress the players, and not just the next gen guys, but even guys that have had a rough go over the past few seasons. Hey, it's game 1, but man, there is a lot of storylines around this Juve to look at, and they've left us a lot to look forward to. Okay? Absolutely love it. energy, enthusiasm, grinta, and fight. The ground duels won everywhere. The fight to get back in position when losing the ball. The fight to get the ball back immediately, especially in the attacking. And it's beautiful stuff, you guys. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. I'm shutting down my feed now, everybody. I have time for Storm the Barn. If you guys have questions, fire them away right now, all right? Get your Storm the Barn questions in. Let's have some more fun in this post-game, all right, after the 3-0 victory, all right? Haneen saying, Sule, who? Hey, that's how I feel. You're either part of the steamroller or you're part of the pavement, baby. Once they leave Juve, that's it for me, okay? That's it for me. Do we need Gonzalez? Facundo Gonzalez, honestly, I'd have no worries or issues having him integrated in, but it does look like the plan has been for quite some time for Facundo to get a loan and get some top flight minutes, and us to find somebody in the league or in another league that could come in and be like a second or whatnot. So let's see what happens. I'm happy with whatever they decide with Facundo Gonzalez, but I think ultimately getting him minutes would be key. Very much so. Mbangula, the next Hazard. Hey, what a debut. What a debut. Let's just see. Let's see. And you know what? We're not going to call him the next anyone. We're just going to say, we got Mbangula. We got Yildiz. We got some fun players to watch. And man, the goals today. Cambiaso's goal. My God, man. Mbangula's goal. Like, great start. Love it. Absolutely love it. Best game I've seen in 3 years. Hard to disagree. And you ain't going to get it from me. What did I think about the subs? No problems. No issues with the subs whatsoever. And I mean, you're in total control at that point. You can't really get it wrong. The first sub was Weah, which we saw him laboring and clenching his hamstring. Hopefully he's all is good there. We'll wait for the post-match reports to come in to see what develops. We'll break it all down tomorrow, post-match podcast. Fagioli coming in for Thuram. No problems with that. You want to see that rotation. And then you had Luis coming in the 80th for Locatelli. No issues there. We were in total control. So no problems with that. And like I said, that first one ended up maybe answering us a little bit more of a question too with Cambiaso, and the fact that Savona comes on and Weah leaves and Cambiaso moves forward, and it just shows the versatility that Cambiaso possesses. He played it completely different from Weah, yet was still very, very effective, coming up with some key moments that could have ended up in goals for us. That's just great. Absolutely loved it. But yeah, he couldn't get it wrong, really. We were in total control. Marco, what do you think about getting wingers, not getting Coop, and putting Yildiz at that attacking midfielder position? I still say, like, depth is going to be massive. I still say we're going to be bringing in wingers. If you've got the potential for a move for Conceição that begins with a loan, I'm definitely going that route. I'm fine with saying no to Nico Gonzalez and getting a less expensive option in Edwards as well. Okay? And less can be more if the system keeps operating the way it did in this game. You know? But Cope, for me, that's massive, man. That just gives you an extra X factor in there. And I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. And the depth. So for me, I'm still going that route, and I think you could still get those wingers and Cope Miners. So for me, I'm going for it. I am going for it. Offer coming now for $30 million from Mbangula. Take the money or keep him. With this team right now, you keep. 30 mil is insane for Mbangula, like right now. Like, my God. It's hard to say don't take that, right? But man, a kid that's come in that's showing that immediately, and where we're at and looking for more wingers, you're still going to look for more wingers. So you're going to take that money and you're going to chew it up. It's massive capital, helps the books big time. But you still have to provide a competitive side and team. So keep. And maybe at the end of the season, it's 60. How about that one? How about that one? Yeah, for me, it's a keep right now. It's a keep right now. What else we got here? With Coop coming. Hey, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Are we going to see less of Yildiz as a 10? Because he is so much better centrally. He is much, much better centrally. I don't think you're going to see any less of Yildiz, but you might see him more on the wing if Cope Miners comes in. Or Cope Miners can still operate as one of the pivots. He's not secluded to just the 10 role. He doesn't have to. He doesn't only play there. He can play anywhere in the midfield. So, yeah. Maybe the 4-2-3-1 is the majority of what they use. Maybe they switch it up. And you know what? Yildiz is going to need some rest too. So he could still play off the wing. He could still be just as dangerous and effective. You take away all those opportunities where it was Mbangula and it was Yildiz there instead, it's going to be just as strong and just as effective, right? I'm not terribly concerned. I think this is a great issue if we're looking at it as an issue. So Yildiz, as far as time though, I don't think he's going to be losing any time. But I do agree with the statement that he's better centrally. I do agree with that statement, everybody. Yildiz is more free on the 10 than on the wing. He is more free. He is more free. But the way this system works and the way Mota's play is, we always said, like, you can probably make a lot out of what you have on the wings because they get so many opportunities to take guys on and get those defenders backpedaling. And once you do that, you've won half the battle. And his gameplay really, really brings that out. And the midfielders were doing a great job of finding those players and splashing and spraying that ball out so that they could do that. It was great. What was the goal of the match or top moment? Cambiaso's goal was ridiculous, man. Like, they were all nice goals, but the sheer, like, the fact that it was the first goal of the season, the fact that it was Mbangula, the way I'm giving it to him. I'm still going to give him the best goal, but Cambiaso's was stunning. A stunning goal. But Mbangula cutting it through and then through traffic, putting that where he did perfectly, where Reyna is still a decent keeper and he was outstretched and had no chance on that. But obviously Cambiaso's goal, stunning, absolutely stunning. But for the moment, Mbangula, for sure for the moment. Better goal, Cambiaso. Better moment, Mbangula. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. But man, how nice is that to see all those? I'm going to probably have those replays on loop, everybody, all right? Probably going to have them on loop. Incredible. Can Luis lose the ball? Looked like he had glue on his boots. He's silky, man. He's silky. He's really, really good. He's fun to watch. He's got flair. Like, we have some serious players that it should be fun to watch them play. And I think it's coming out that, like, last year and what, like, it's probably a piece of the puzzle that's showing you what we were doing was so wrong, right? Like, so wrong. It should be fun to watch the guys we've gotten. How about the service Dusan received? Again, we talked about it's a 6.4 on the ratings for him, but honestly, it doesn't do him justice because he did great work. And honestly, he's going to be getting service like that. I don't think Vlahovic is going to be a problem, everybody. If we keep serving him up like that, and how about that ball from Cabal on that header? And that header was class from Vlahovic. It's a shame it got taken away. It's a shame they haven't tweaked the offside rule because that's absolutely garbage, but it is what it is. If we keep the service up like that for Vlahovic, we're in for great things. Great things to come, all right? So, hey, and you know what, Dels? Everybody loves the circus. Everybody loves the circus. All right. Bring me the circus. Bring me the circus. Great start to the season. A great first live watch along. Guys, next Monday, the next one, we're going to do it all over again. All right. Thank you so much. If you guys could take a second, like the video on your way out, share the content, feel free to do that. We're back tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time with the post-match podcast. Can't wait to talk to the rest of the team about this game and start to the season, all right? Oh my God, beautiful start for us. Beautiful start for us. To the haters, to Como, it's a new chapter, baby. You're part of the steamroller or you're part of the pavement, all right? Fino alla fine, forza Juventus. On to the next one. Ciao tutti. Thank you for all the love in the comments, all right? You guys are the absolute best. AJC Army, second to none. Ciao tutti. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Ciao.
Yeah.